Good day, everyone. My name is RJV Kakanok. In this juncture, I will be continuing to discuss the Chapter 4, the components of special and inclusive education. I will be discussing the Lesson 1, the child find through a referral process. Pre-referral strategies. Pre-referral strategies are designed to provide immediate instruction and behavior management support to a child, lessens the number of cases referred for special education, and makes efficient use of time and financial resources that could have been spent for special education assessment. So it will lessen the tendency of over referrals to special education and wasting time as children wait to be tested rather than receive the instructional behavior support they need. So examples of pre-referral strategies. So observation of child's behavior, including interactions with parents, teachers, and peers. So interview of parents and teachers to gather more information about the child. Review of school records and analysis of the child's academic output through error analysis, portfolio assessment, and criterion reference, and curriculum-based assessment. So next is the pre-referral process. So the purpose of pre-referral process is to ensure your child tries reasonable accommodations and modifications before she's referred for special education assessment. Sometimes a change in the classroom can turn her performance around and make it unnecessary to consider special education services. So there are stages of pre-referral processes. Number one is the initial identification, which includes recognition of potential problems, parent or teacher observation, review of school records, classroom observations. So begins with someone, a teacher, parent, or a member of the family or staff starts to have concern about a student's academic or behavioral performance. This concern may be expressed either informally or formally. However, once the pre-referral process has been initiated in a given school, it should be managed consistently regardless of the manner in which the original concern was communicated. As might be expected, the pre-referral process is most often initiated by a teacher's formal concern. These kinds of initial concerns about the students are often precipitated by some of the following warning signs. So, falling grades, difficulty comprehending text, lack of motivation, behavior problems, non-compliance with teacher requests, social emotional problems, major life changes, and significant illness or accident. The next stage is the determination of teaching areas and strategies. So we have small group instruction and direct instruction. So once all of the relevant information has been collected, the next stage of the pre-referral process, information sharing and team discussion, can begin. In this stage, the team actually meets to begin its review of the information collected to the date and to start discussing ideas and interventions, including type and intensity that may help the student. Typically, peripheral teams are composed of a diverse set of individuals. Example are general education teacher, school counselor, or reading specialist who have experience using designing instructional techniques to address the needs of the students. And also to establish a collegial atmosphere, team member shares information in an effort to promote student success in general education classroom. The number of people on the team varies depending on the needs of the students being referred. However, each person on the team should have a contributing role. The next stage is the implementation of teaching programs. So this includes addition in class or after school support, modification of classroom environment with behavior, modification of instruction to address potential needs. So during the implementation and monitoring of strategy stage, the plan is implemented and the student's progress is monitored. So implementation and monitoring are often the responsibility of a classroom teacher. Though others on the team may have served as support, Data is still collected during this stage and will be used to help the team determine the effectiveness of the intervention. Many teachers have found that one relatively fast, easy, and effective means of monitoring academic process or progress is through the use of curriculum-based measurement or CBM. For monitoring student behavior, the teacher can use the checklist or a behavioral recording sheet. So the last stage is the evaluation of teaching programs. So this includes determining effectiveness of programs on learnings and behavior. So during the final stage, evaluation and decision making, the pre-referral teams reconvenes to review the collected data and to determine whether the student has made progress. If yes, then the team decides whether the teacher needs to continue the intervention. If no, the team determines whether the strategy should be continued or modified, whether a new strategy should be tried, or whether the student should be referred for special education. So what are the goals and benefits of the referral process? So this provides a forum for teachers and other team members, including parents, to discuss how to meet students' needs. So this also empowers the general education teachers with a variety of strategies to better serve diverse learners. This prevents the overrepresentation of the students from a particular group in special education. This improves communication between parents and the school by involving families in the process. So regardless of the peripheral stage, it is also and always important for the team to include the student's parent or guardians in the process. Though their consent is not required to hold these meetings, the team should encourage parents' participation and keep them informed and involved. The observations and perspectives of parents or guardians often overvalue valuable insights about a student and have allowed the team to gauge his or her progress across environments. So that is the pre-referral process and pre-referral strategies. So my other members will continue the report regarding the chapter 4, the components of special and inclusive education. Again, this is RGV Kakanog. Thank you for watching.